Hey up, you little buggers. Welcome to Paralytic Activities Podcast. You're a one-stop shop for all things weird and spooky and creepy and kooky. All done with an ale or two. Sit back and relax, you little buggers. Hey up, you little buggers. Welcome to Paralytic Activities Podcast. You're a one-stop shop for all things weird and spooky.
Shut it, Seth, you little tart.
It's a sort of shit head, John.
Well, Neil, at the end of the day, right, mistakes happen, gremlins in the machine.
Mistakes happen. We're only 3 seconds into the podcast, John.
That's fine. That'll be the only mistake of the day, even though we got Wacko Jacko sat in the centre here, right here. He's our special guest today, Neil.
Yes.
As you can tell. So tonight is a special episode. It's not just me and Orange, but Wacko Jacko has joined us. And I don't mean Michael Jackson from the other side, nothing like that. We just call him Wacko Jacko. One, because his name is Jack, and two, because he's a bit wacko, you know what I mean? We're keeping him under wraps at the minute, aren't we, Neil?
Yes, bubble wrap.
We've also got a message from Seth Constantine, the Yorkshire exorcist, plus 2 people, paranormal ales, and exciting news. You're all ready for this one. I do a drum roll, but it affects the microphones. We are going to be opening a DYBUKK live on this podcast because Barnpot over there has gone and bought one off eBay.
John, you know how much it was?
Neil, I dread to think.
Well, I hope it's worth it. Tell you now.
Yeah.
100 bloody quid.
100 quid?
100 quid?
Bloody hell.
The trouble is, Neil, it's been confirmed that they are fake. And they're only made up by a certain guy who was selling them on eBay. So, but then again, you don't know. Someone in the mystical realm might have made a DYBUKK, put an incantation of a spirit in there or a demon, and put some attachments in there. So, on that bombshell right there, I ain't opening it. Neil ain't opening it. We're going to let Wacko open it.
Right, John, you're letting Wacko open it, John.
Oh, great.
Because he said, because he's Wacko, we don't mind doing it.
And you've heard of a Jack in a DYBUKK box?
I've heard of a Jack in the Box, Neil.
Yeah, well, this is the new one, John.
Oh, here we go.
And also, in this podcast, we're just going to give our little opinion on the Ouija Brothers incident at East Drive this week and the pram rolling down the stairs. On that bombshell right there, people, it's time for this. When I can bloody find it.
Here he goes, Fast Finger Freddy.
That's it, Neil.
That's your lot.
It's time for a paranormal out. Neil, what have you got today?
Well, I've got here Beavertown. I know it sounds like something from Ann Summers.
Mark on a town, that.
I'll tell you. It's a Cosmic Drop Berry Punch beer. And it's only 4%. But I'm going to give it a whirl because I've never had this before. I do like the can. Nice and...
See, that sounded exactly the same as the...
It did, actually. So I'm going to give us a well. Oh, look, John, pink.
Nice.
Bloody okay, red, pinky
Red.
red.
Also my favourite colour.
There you are.
Beavertown do neck all then is.
Yeah, they do, yeah, don't they? Yeah. But you can't beat a good beaver. You know. Yes. That is very nice.
Is it?
I like that. Bit like, it tastes a bit like pop, to be honest, John.
It looks like popping being you
Cherry
poured it into a bloody pop glass.
Cherryade. That's what it looks like, Cherryade.
So what was the percentage?
4%.
Nice.
Yes, so yes, it's the first beaver I've tasted for a while. Nothing else.
Well, it's been a while, eh?
Oh, shut up, Dick Splat. What do you know about me? Anyway, I will give that a solid 4.6 out of 5.
Oh, good score.
It is, John. It ain't very strong, you know. These owls get like range from 5%, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is only 4%, John.
Well, Neil, I've got this. Mango Elicious Pale Ale, 4.7%. Neil, you'd like this can because it's got a bloody fruit machine on the front.
Does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it cherry
It's
pie?
anything you pull these days. from the Lane Brewing Company. Mango Alicious. I'm going to give this a little whirl in my new skull glass, Neil. Check that out.
There he goes.
Here we go. Have some of that. Not too bad. Not too good either. It's doesn't really taste much really. You can taste the mango a little bit, but it's a bit bitter. You know what I mean? It's a bit sharp.
I like bitter out.
No, it's a bit sharp. I mean, me personally, I'm not really going to say much about it, so I would just give that a 3.8. That's it.
I don't think I like sharps with cheese, John.
Yeah.
No.
You like sharp cheese?
Yeah.
Why?
It's nice, eh? It's not a sharp taste.
I've never had a sharp cheese, Neil.
Really?
You don't go around cutting people with cheese, do you?
Don't be stupid, John. God, I don't talk rubbish.
I don't know. I've never heard of sharp cheese before.
That's to say, it's like a slice of sharp cheese.
What the fuck is a sharp cheese? Neil, I have never heard of a sharp cheese. Jack,
Seriously.
back me up.
I never heard of sharp cheese, but you pair are very immature, right?
That's a great one.
Well, when I bought it, I did cut my finger on it, so.
Seriously, sharp cheese?
Yeah.
I never heard of it. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Correct
no.
me if I'm wrong, people, but I'm sure. I don't know. Anyway,
Let's get on with the old podcast. We got the beers all set. Jack here is parched. He's only had 6 beers at the Cross Keys today, so he's waiting for a new one. Neil, what you been up to this week?
well, we went over Rugeley on Saturday, didn't we, John?
We did to the Wise Pub, Stag Leap. Nice
yeah.
pub.
Yeah, we've got a minibus over there, and we've seen the Mojos, John. I don't mean them penny sweets.
Yeah.
You can have a pick and mix.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. Old Gary Bell and Joe, and they've done some great covers. Great cover songs. You know, if you like the Beatles, you like David Bowie, even Elton John, Rocket Man, John.
He did. I even put the glasses on as well.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Look, Neil, I saw a covers band the other day.
Yeah.
It's called the Duvets.
Seriously.
Yeah, really good. Really good, great cover band.
I've seen them as well.
Yeah.
And the ones that was before them were called the Radiators.
Oh, warm-up
It
act.
was a great warm-up act. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack's here to finish the punchline off.
It's a punchline.
That's what he's here to do. That's what he's here to do.
Oh, who's that other one? Yeah.
Anyway, so Neil, do you know I've been feeling a bit miserable
You
recently?
don't say. You're
Yeah.
miserable. Guess.
Right, yeah. Obviously, I'm going through a body change, Neil. I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but John, you're having a tuck. You're having a tuck, are you?
Now I'm having my tits enlarged.
Am ya?
Yeah.
That's what I'm on.
Not on that big.
All the best, yeah.
Right, let's just nip that in the bud right now.
I wonder why you said that drink was a nice nipple. I mean, tipple.
So anyway, because I'm waiting to go in hospital in this and the other, a couple of operations here and there. I've been watching comedies, Neil. I've been ditching off the horror and ditching off all the paranormal shows because, you can get a bit bogged down and depressed watching all that shit all the time. And now the sun shines out, you want to have a good laugh, don't you?
Oh, well, I'm like that all year, John.
Yeah, so I've been watching comedies, Neil. Do you know what? In this week, I've watched Kingpin.
Yeah.
Fantastic film, ain't he?
I love Kingpin. Woody Harrelson in that is absolutely fantastic.
And Bill Murray, obviously.
Give me a chance, John.
And
And Bill Murray, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the starting scene of it, it just grips you. You know what I mean? When you got the tramps, what's it called, John?
I don't remember any tramps being in it.
Disco Inferno by the tramps, and he's walking
Yeah.
through in his 70s gear, grabs the pizza off someone, and then does the splits, and then it's just stupid.
It is good. It is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good scene, and obviously my favourite scene in the whole film is the showdown, Neil. The showdown when Showdown by ELO comes on. Bill Murray's hair's all over the shop. Ernie McCracken and Roy Munson, both of them, their hair's all over the shop, and the fight, the bowling for the title, aren't they?
Yeah,
the title. And you know what? What a great scene, great song as well. Showdown by ELO, love it.
Yes, it's a great film.
I've also been watching Something About Mary. Me, myself, and Irene, Neil.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. And last night, me and the wife sat down and we watched So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers.
Never.
Did you?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that for years.
Great film. Really
I
funny.
can't remember much about it.
Oh, well, it was a great film back in the 90s. It's an okay film now. It's not one I'd probably put on again for a long time.
We'll be watching Bachelor Party next with Tom Hanks.
That's on my list.
I was say about Bill Murray. True story.
Bill Murray was chauffeured to Leicester Radio a few years ago, and his car broke down outside of Lichfield. And what they said was that the chauffeur said, "Oh, car's broke down. Obviously, they got a mechanic to get in there straight away." And Bill Murray said, "Where can I go for a drink?" And he says, "Well, Horse and Jockey." And the Horse and Jockey is probably the best pub in Lichfield if you ever get the chance to go.
Debatable.
And Bill Murray sat in there with his chauffeur, and they had pork pie, a few beers. No one bothered them. And Bill Murray actually said on Leicester Radio a few years ago, he says, "If I retire, I'm going to go move to Lichfield. No one bothers you. There's no aggro, signing, all that rubbish.
Autographs and stuff.
Autographs. Fantastic.
Well,
it's a nice place.
Yeah.
Lichfield's a lovely place if you ever get the chance to go there.
Well, I remember that day because I was in there and I was having a piss and Bill Murray walks in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was standing next to me, and I was there to cross the streams with him.
Well, I went in as well, Neil, the day after, and he was still in there. And I was scared to cross the streams with him. It must have been a Groundhog Day. But there's another story about Bill Murray, what people probably don't know about. He was in England and he was having a drink, and he saw all these students, and he was talking to them, and he went back to their student lodgings, drunk all the vodka, had some food, done the washing up, and pissed off back to his hotel.
Really?
Yeah, have some of that.
That's
What a legend.
Tell you what, that's mint, that is. Absolutely mint.
What a legend. That's all I've got to say about that. Well, Neil, talking of legends, right, our good friend, we haven't spoken to him for a while, have we?
No, he messaged me the other week.
Do you even know what we're talking about here?
No. I ain't got a clue.
Our good friend, Seth Constantine, the Yorkshire exorcist, Neil. He sent me a message. But before I go on to the message, because obviously I've had to listen to it to put it onto the podcast. What he's messaged me is recently just watched the Barry Ghai incident when he alleged got punched by a ghost. Now Seth has got his hands on this footage and he sent me a message about it. But I'm just going to quickly set the scene for you all now. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is something a bit better. If you can keep talking, Neil.
So he apparently got punched by a ghost, John.
That is correct, yes.
How could he sleep at night, John?
I have no idea, Neil.
I do not believe that crap. I'm sorry, but I don't. For one, a ghost is see-through, so it wouldn't hurt him anyway. So he goes straight through his face, so he wouldn't be. Yeah. Did he react like he'd been knocked to the floor? Did he react like he'd been proper punched?
Well, I'm going to show you right now.
Oh.
Who's here? What? Idiot.
Said.
Yeah.
The responses are backwards. We've had this before with demonic entities, and it's a clear sign it's toying with us.
What is your name, demon?
Why? What's happened?
I've just been punched in the face. An unbelievable.
Who did John? The ghost of George Foreman.
Right, brilliant.
but no, I don't think this was a while back. So it wasn't the other day when George Foreman passed it. Rest in peace. Have some of that. Yes. No, this is when he was filming Help My House Is Haunted. So basically, they're in some woman's house and they're claiming there's a demonic entity. Now, Jane Harris is explaining a demonic voice is coming through a fucking an app on a laptop, Neil. An app, a demonic voice, because it's backwards. Of course, it's backwards. Nearly all the apps have a reverb, don't they? Mm-hmm. So all kind of words what come through what you're hearing are backwards. But they're telling this woman in this house on this show, Help Me House is Haunted, that it's a demonic voice.
I don't believe it, John.
Of course, we don't believe it, Neil. We know it's bollocks. That's
It's a
why.
bit like that one when the spirit went up his cat box.
That was a different episode. I don't know what you was watching,
That
Neil.
was Help My Arse is Haunted, boy.
Now, Ian Lawman, the Yorkshire exorcist, not the real one, Neil. We're going to speak to the real one in a minute.
Yeah.
The fake one. He's saying, he's here. He's here. You know, thinking he's a carry-on from Poltergeist. And Barry Ghai is saying, it wants me. Because, you know, he likes all the attention, with Barry Ghai. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, when you're walking around in a bulletproof vest, you know what I mean? I think he needed a mouth guard or a bulletproof vest.
Like half an orange in his mouth or something. So he's saying, I'm going to provoke the demon, and then Jane hears a noise on the app, and she claims it sounds like a gateway opening.
And this is on telly.
It's on prime time now. It's on prime time.
I just
Do you know when she said that? All I could have going through my head was stay away from that trap door because there's
something down there.
Yeah,
Bodie.
Then all of a sudden, Barry crumbles like a stack of pancakes, claiming he's been thumped in the face by this entity. He falls backwards, slinging whatever in his hand, just for effect, really. Do you know what I mean? Now, in the clip I did, as the clip goes on, I didn't kind of show you that Ian Lawman says, in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this building, while he stood there with an hat on, wearing turn-ups, a waistcoat, a curly moustache, and Dr. Martens. Do you know what I mean? I mean, come on. Can he really speak to Jesus Christ? The answer to that is no. So there you go. That is kind of the backstory to Barry Ghai being thumped in the face by a demon, Neil. So I mentioned to our good friend Seth, and he sent me this message. Take it away, Seth.
Hey up you little buggers, it's me here, your local Yorkshire exorcist. Not very friendly, because I've had a bit of a bad day. Any road, not as bad as that Barry Ghai. I'm hearing just lately, news just in, as a matter of fact, that he's been thumped right up the chop holes by a demon. Now, my advice to you, Barry Ghai, is if you in the future decide that you're going to put on your utility vest, please be aware that ghosts, like some humans, like to count themselves as something as the fashion police. Now, I'm not saying that's why that ghost has thumped you up the chop holes, but if it were me that were that demon, I would have done the same. Any road, take care, you little buggers. Hello, John and Neil, any road, and everybody listening to podcast. Okay.
So there you go, Neil.
John, you cut him off.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It don't. It finished right there, so I actually cut him off exactly at the same time, just so we don't waffle. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. So what are your thoughts on Barry Ghai being thumped in the face by a ghost in someone's house, claiming it was a demon, a demonic entity?
Do you want my thoughts on that?
Yes, I do. That's why I asked.
Load of codswallop, John.
Yeah. So what are your real thoughts? Why are they doing this shit?
Well, they're doing it because a lot of people believe this shit, John. They believe it. They really believe that a ghost come in with a pair of bloody boxing gloves on and punch them up the chop holes, which never happened. You know what I mean? I'm a big wrestling fan. You know what I mean? I believe all that shit. You know, but I don't believe that.
Well, I saw you wrestling the lid off your olives earlier on.
I remember the one when they did on Bonfire, and they had him in a pushchair. Remember that, John? They were doing penny for the Barry Ghai. You know, I mean, that's real shit.
Yeah, that is real
but
shit.
When you got like a demonic spirit come along and punch him in the fizzog,
yeah,
it's God. You know what? I'll be able to live with myself, John.
And you know what, Neil? The bad thing about it all is, we're sat here having a good laugh about it because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like carry on ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like pantomime, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
And this is on telly, and people are watching it and believing it. But the one thing what knocks me is that they're saying there's a demon voice coming through an app on a tablet or on a phone, and they're saying there's a demon in this woman's house. Now that woman now is going to think there's a demon in her house, and what do the three stooges do? They pack up the gear and piss off and leave her to it.
Well, John,
Do you know what I mean?
I thought you might need him round here. Have to open this box.
Oh, this is very true.
If Jack starts crawling on the ceiling, where'd he gone?
I wish I never bought it. Honestly. 100 quid.
100 quid.
Well, we're actually going to get straight onto that right now because Neil over there, like I said, he went onto eBay, and for some strange reason, he's come into a bit of money. I don't know what he's been doing. I think he's been sharing his arse. I don't know what he's been doing. He's going to getting this money from. I don't know what he's doing. Glory holing.
Seriously?
Well, you said you was going to do a George Michael impression. I thought you was going to put a moustache on and start dancing, not do the glory hole thing.
It's disgusting, that is, what you've just said about me. It really is. I'll tell you what, you've got to get better seating in here because my arse is killing me.
How?
Bum Tropicana all over.
Let me take you to a place where you won't bend down style your lace.
Yeah, so Neil actually done a version called Bum Tropicana. We might repeat it one time, but that's the first kind of lyrics to it. But Neil, let's get back onto the DYBUKK box. So you bought one off eBay. What possessed you? I mean, no, not possessed you.
That's a good
because you
word,
might get possessed in a minute. What possessed you to buy a DYBUKK box?
I've always been curious about them.
Like curious like a cat.
Yeah, like curious to kill the cat. But I've seen one open before live on a live stream.
Yeah,
and there was a chicken dead in it, John. And that was KFC.
I was going to say, what was that? Was it a boneless banquet? Was it?
No, it was, John. But I've always thought, God. Obviously, I don't believe it. I want to see it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? If a demon just come out in this room now I've had one of these braver towns, I'll knock the fucking shit out of it.
What if it's the one what banjoed Barry Ghai?
And if it's a woman demon, I might ask it out on a date.
So you're hoping for is it a succubus or
I'm hoping for anything, John.
or an incubus? I'll get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Now a bit of a succubus will do it.
Well, that's a man, isn't he?
I was
Is a succubus the female demon? You'd think if you're having sex with a female demon, it'd be an incubus, wouldn't it?
I think it's.
If it's a man, you know, that's a succubus.
John,
I don't know how it works, Neil. I'm not up on me sex demons, I'm afraid.
What was that bicycle expression you did there, John? It seems like you've done that before.
Have you ever had a foot long from Subway?
Yeah, I was full of meat as well.
Foot long.
Who ordered the foot long? So come on, let's get back onto the older DYBUKK box.
Right.
Jack, would you like to bring her out?
I will. Yes.
Here we go.
Here we fucking go. Here we go. Oh. Look at this.
Look at that, wrapped in some dirty rope.
Now bought this off eBay. Look at that.
Turn it round that way.
So you can see it.
Can you not bang it on the table, please? Thank you. You're gonna disturb what's in it.
Oh yeah.
Don't care about the mugs because you're opening it. So whatever fumes you suck in, please do not get possessed.
I'd be funny if that box starts
I'm
lifting up.
Quite scared, really. In all fairness. Anyway, oh look at that.
Sharp knife, isn't it?
Sharp knife. Yeah.
Just take your time, Jack. Take your time. You know, sharp blade that is.
I know it is.
There's got chains on it, eh?
Oh, there's a hook here. Look.
Oh yeah.
Now, there's a hook there.
What's it say on the back, Jack?
Oh, on the back of the box.
But wrong way, Jack. You got to put it.
Do not open.
You got to put it.
Do not open
the camera. Your barn pot. Do not open.
Do not open.
So what are you doing?
Opening it. Who cares? Right then.
So be careful. Be careful. Right now,
I am-
have you done your protection? And I don't mean you're wearing a fucking rubber Johnny.
1 second. 1 second. Let me do the protection spell. 1 second.
How could it feel to be something? Ooga baba. Oh, da da dee 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 dee. Oh, oh. We're all protecting now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
If this demon comes out that box and chins me, you know about this.
Who was that tight fit?
Only I'm alright.
The lion sleeps tonight. Umba baba, imbaha, umba baba, imbaha.
Here we go.
Go on.
Right, you ready
Right.
for this?
You do know. You do know. We just say do not open the box, and
Yeah.
you are opening it like willy nilly, as if
Well,
there's nothing
no.
going to happen.
It's a live
Calm
thing,
down,
this
Jack.
is.
Calm down.
I'm going to say take a deep breath, but actually that's probably not a good thing to do because you don't know what's in the
I am
shitting thing.
very nervous. I'll be totally honest with you.
I can see that now.
It's all protected.
Scared to look at it.
Oh, what's in there, Jack?
Oh, bloody hell. What we got in here?
What's it?
Sorry
What
about
is
the
it?
noises on the table.
Oh no, it's a demon. It's a demon.
Yeah. Oh, what the
Yeah.
what the fuck is it?
Fucking flipping mousetrap! Look at that! Flipping hell!
That's worth £100 in itself.
It is.
Oh, flipping heck! Throw that down there. That's... Can't believe that.
I can't believe that either, Neil. I mean, at the end of the day, Rose,
Yeah, man.
even demons have got a sense of humour. You know what I mean?
We've
I wonder what demon it is.
Here we go, John. You don't
What is it?
believe this.
What is he?
Look at this.
It's only fucking Valak, Neil. We
Who?
have got the Don of demons.
No, look at that.
Valak, we've got.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that either. Neil, get on the phone to the Warrens straight away.
This is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
I
Don't
can't
put it
believe
by me.
Oh, please.
Get on to the Warrens straight away. We need them here.
I ain't got the number, Jack.
Well, they're dead anyway, so it don't matter really.
What's in here now?
They wouldn't help us anyway because they was all
Yeah.
full of shite. What else is in there, Jack?
Peggy Sue. You need dee. There's a peg.
A peg.
Peg.
Peg. I wonder what that symbolises, Neil.
A peg.
So far, we've got a mousetrap, a little toy Valak, a peg. Where have you bought this from? Dot's Laundrette.
No.
You got the go to Dot Cotton in there.
Hang on that. What's going on there?
Yeah,
This is
Jack,
the-
I'm going to quickly have a little peek in. Is there anything else in there, Jack?
Oh yeah, there is.
This
There's
is
the
David.
shot glass. The shot glass.
Yeah, we knew it was for Neil then.
Oh yeah.
It's been
Oh,
personalised.
I
Yeah, shot
He
glass.
likes to do his laundry at Morrison's these days.
do, yeah.
So he goes in, gets his olives, gets his chicken wings, and gets his washing done while he's there.
There you go. We've got a piece of paper.
What else is in there? There's something else in there. I can see it first.
This here. Look.
Oh, what's that? Show the
some
camera, Jack.
Sage or something.
It's yeah.
God knows
What's
what
it wrapped? It's wrapped in some
Wrapped
kind of
in
some binding.
Binding.
Some binding. That's protection. That is. What is it?
Some say smells like what do you call it? Mint.
Yeah.
You get
yeah.
up the
It's not
mint
bloody
sauce.
mint, is it? The barn pot.
a sage or something.
It's like weed to me.
Ah.
Well, let's
Oh.
not be £100, one.
Just
Put some Rizzler in there, John.
keep it, Neil. You never know when you might need it.
Smells quite nice. Actually.
Jack, I can see there's a little note in there,
Oh, there is
people. A
nice.
little note.
Yeah,
Now,
this
listen.
is-
Now, take your time, and Jack, you need to read this into the mic so the listeners can hear you. I don't know, Neil. I ain't got a clue. What's it say? Right. So anyway, I'm just going to let you all know. For anybody listening, there is some weird writing on this this note. I can't translate it. It looks like a demonic language. So it's perfect for the Dybbuk box. What we've got with
Are you
the
sure?
with a Valak, with a mousetrap, the ganja, and a shot glass. Jack, will you read out the incantation? We've got the spell, haven't we? We've got the spell. We're covered. We're not going to get possessed or anything. Can you read out the incantation, please?
You sure about this? Good.
Yeah, just go for it.
Oh,
They ain't going to possess us. Neil's had 4 beers. Yeah, I've had 6 and I've had 2.
here we go. Tap tree a miss. Robin Hazard.
I recognise this.
Man, Ovi Manzis Hazan.
Neil, I'm getting the EBGBs here.
Some under rotsa that his hook duns di rod sa kanda.
No, stop, Jack. Stop, Jack. I must say, it's the first time I've heard an incantation done in Black Country. But please, before you don't carry on, you just said the word kanda. Is that correct?
Correct.
Don't say the other one, for God's sake, because you look behind you.
See another elephant.
On the zombie's hand, Neil, behind you. Behind you, the other way, you barn pot. That is the Book of the Dead. Can you get it, me, please?
Oh, shit. That's it, John. We've only gone and done it.
So, I've got this, the Book of the Dead, and Jack here, the barn pot, is reading out the incantation to raise the deadites.
Oh, shit.
I mean, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Great artwork.
What, I'm reading out the incantation for the Book of the Dead?
The Book of the Dead, Jack.
Oh, flipping heck. Let me finish it anyway.
Go on then, carry on.
Kanda. That's it.
Oh, thank you. I feel a bit weird after that, Neil. I'm not going to lie.
John, there's somebody knocking on the door.
Say fucking Rod Hull, is it? There's somebody at the door. Oh, there's somebody at the door.
Oh, listen. Jimmy Savile.
Do you remember that episode, Neil, when Jimmy Savile was actually at the door with his tracksuit and his cigar?
Unbelievable.
I mean, which actually is a fire risk.
Wow.
When he's walking into a pink windmill, there's loads of people about, there's straw on the floor, there's grunt bags in a frilly dress, and he's burning a big cigar. The lock could have gone up, Neil.
Could have done that.
The lock could have gone up.
You know,
Everyone knocks it in.
at least Emu just smelt nice.
Everyone knocks Jimmy Savile, but I ain't knocking him. Yeah, I mean, he taught me how to milk a cow blindfolded, really, years ago. Yeah.
Now then.
Pull the other one, Jack.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. That was 100 quid rough, that was, Sean.
Yeah, can you move it now? Can you get it away from it? It stinks.
Sean, you can buy the next one.
It stinks now.
I buy another one of them.
It's weird, man. Weird. No, don't buy another
just put it by your chair there, Jack. Or put it on the floor, bang it on the table, or just
weird, actually, in all fairness.
There.
Yeah. I'm doing that again.
Do you know, I wouldn't like to open that at night.
No.
I really wish there was a KFC box down here.
I'm starving.
At least I've been full up. Some on my needles, you know what I mean?
Here we go, needle boy. Do you know what, Neil? I know that you're taking your needles, and a lot of people have been slating people who've been taking the needles to try and lose a bit of weight, because you do need a bit of help. Well, people do, don't they? Yeah. You know, willpower ain't enough sometimes.
Sorry, needles, heroin.
Heroin. Yeah.
No, you ain't got to be superhero, Jack. You ain't got to be an heroine or nothing like that.
No, heroin. I only do it once a week.
But your needles, Neil. What is with your fascination with olives? You eat more olives than Popeye.
Well, when was the last time Popeye ate olive, John?
I don't know, Neil.
I think it was a version that was light at night.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Blue tail racking off in the corner.
Oh, got an anchor on his arm. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo of an anchor on it.
An anchor up his arse.
Anchor up his arse. Oh. But yeah, I can't stop.
Hey, Olive. That's looking good.
That was really good. Just wait to shave. I'll tell you what.
Bloody hell.
It was
unbelievable.
I love olives. I'm just addicted to them, John. I can't stop eating olives for breakfast, dinner, and tea.
Really?
Honestly, John. When I go to the toilet, it's like a fucking paintball gun.
Like a pea shooter. Olives everywhere.
Yeah,
It's like a game of Hungry Hippos.
Unbelievable.
yeah, I had a game of that in the caravan once.
Did you?
Yeah, all the jippos.
You come out wearing one of them vests, you know, like.
Really much scrap.
What do you mean he went in wearing one?
No, yeah.
Looked like a fresh chicken in Morrison's.
Talking of fresh chickens, I watched Foghorn Leg on the other day. If anyone remembers that, I'll say, boy.
I'll say, boy.
I've never actually seen a fresh chicken with white hair before, but there you go.
Well, you've never lived, Jack. That's all I've got to
Never
say about that. You've never lived.
I haven't.
Talking of Foghorn Leg on Neil, going back on a bit of a tangent here. Do you know who I used to love at the same kind of era when Foghorn Leghorn was about? I used to love Huckleberry Hound.
Oh yeah.
Fucking loved. I loved his song.
Yeah.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. Used to love Foghorn Leghorn.
You know what else I watched, John?
What?
The Ant and the Anteater.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was that on the Pink Panther?
Yeah. It used to be up before the Pink Panther.
Oh, them were the days, Neil.
Oh, John.
They don't make cartoons like that no more, Neil.
No.
I mean, we was talking about it in the pub the other day, weren't we? You know,
Yeah.
remember Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo back in the day in the 80s,
Brilliant.
late 70s, 80s, was fantastic. And it all because of that bastard Scrappy Doo. He ruined everything for me.
I know, you know. A bit like that Carlo, eh?
He is, huh?
He is. But I used to love Danger Mouse as well, John.
Yeah.
I love the music to it.
Is it all because of David Jason doing the
David
voice?
Jason was Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
But I used to love the song to it, John. He's the greatest. He's fantastic. Whenever others danger, he'll be there.
I felt like it's back in the 80s then. Thinking about it, I wish I was.
He's
You got
brilliant.
that to a T there, Neil, I tell you. Yeah.
Actually, Jack, you look a bit Penfold.
No way.
Cheers, John.
That's all right.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, there's cartoons I used to watch as a kid. A lot of people don't remember them or even know what they are. Obviously, Batfink. A lot of people remember Batfink
Yeah.
with his shield of steel or his wings of steel. But do you remember Secret Squirrel?
Yeah.
Secret Squirrel and Undercover Elephant.
Yeah. He had a mask on day.
He did, yeah.
Little,
He put a mask on. You don't even know who it was anymore.
No, 'cause
Oh,
I
it was only over his eyes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where's the elephant gone? But it is a random one for you, Neil. The New Shmoo.
Yeah.
Remember the New
I
Shmoo?
do remember the No Shmoo.
I love that one. It was on just before Godzuki.
Yeah.
What happened with all these old school programs, old school, cartoons, and for the kids?
I don't know, Jack.
They replaced them with
Shit.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wait. Don't knock SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was all right, but
Yeah.
Peppa Pig.
Oh, God.
Oh my word!
What's going on there?
What's going on there? Yeah, what's going on there? I can't believe it.
And was there an episode of Peppa Pig when there's actually cooking bacon?
Yeah,
They're virtually cannibals.
yeah, eating their own pigs.
And same in SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, there's a character called Plankton, right? Well, he runs the Chum bucket. What's Chum? Chum is dead fish. So basically, he's feeding fish to fish.
Yeah.
Bad days.
Cannibals.
Cannibals. It's all psychological brainwashing. That's all it is, eh?
Well, I think it's
But
because he lives in a
obviously-
pineapple.
Because I lived in a pineapple.
Under the sea.
I've been no good in a pineapple. I've been no good in a pineapple, me, to be honest. I love pineapple. You know, I'll be homeless in a day. I'd eat the bastard lot.
I
So
used to like Pepper Frog, or didn't you?
Yeah.
Pepper Frog.
Pepper Frog, baby.
I think you just made that one up, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm going to come out with that one.
One that a chocolate bar.
Well, John.
That's Fred L. Frog, eh?
Red Owl Frog.
Fred L. Frog.
But yeah, that's,
Which is now 69 pence, by the way, for anybody.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know, from 10p to 69
10
pence.
pence, 69 pence.
Absolute bloody rip-off.
yes, like everything else in the country.
Anyway, let's get back to the biggest talking point in the paranormal world this week, Neil. It is the East Drive incident involving the Ouija brothers and the pram falling down the stairs. Now, before I get on to our thoughts, I just want to ask Jack Wacko here, because 2 or 3 years ago, you went to East Drive, didn't you? I think it was your second time going there.
Yeah.
And the exact same thing happened to you. Can you tell the listeners of your experience?
Yeah, so I went to 30 East Drive a couple of, like John said, a couple of years ago, with Richard Russell and his crew, and well, my crew really, but and they we're upstairs. We had the pram set up at the top of the stairs.
Wasn't you pushing Richard around in it at one stage?
Yeah. Well,
ring a roses.
Bucket full of posies. Anyway, but yeah, so we're up there, and we had this little toy pram set at the top of the stairs, way away from the edge of the stairs. We've come down, we had a coffee, and all of a sudden the pram fell down the stairs. I've got the audio recording, but I never actually seen it visual. And all I can say is that's the most paranormal thing I've ever witnessed. Without, I've we've all heard the taps and the sounds and all that rubbish, but now that was the proper, for me, that was like, okay, this is strange.
So at the time, yeah, did you think, oh, that's paranormal, or there's vibration? Past, or
yeah, I thought it just an occurrence. So we got the spirit level out, test it on the stairs and all that rubbish, and it was leaning backwards and whatever. But
so the spirit level said it was leaning backwards.
Yeah, backwards slightly. But I mean, you got to take these things with a pinch of salt, really.
Yeah.
But Ouija brothers, if they've gone there and they've got that on camera, fair play, because that's it's very. If there is there's something there. There's something at 30 East Drive, and if they caught it on camera, even better. Yeah.
So going back to the your incident, Jack.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, did you set up the camera? Well, sorry, you didn't set up the camera because you went out for a pint. Is that right?
No, So what we did
was you in the living room?
Yeah, no, we was in the living room, and we went upstairs, and we got 2 cameras. We got one set up, but it was in the
Philip's room.
And that was backing off from the stairs. And then obviously we were downstairs when it happened. So the camera only caught the noise.
Yeah. So the pushchair was it right on the lip of the stairs, or was it just a little few inches back?
This is the thing we don't really know. It could have been on the lip of the stairs. It could have been on the edge. But...
Now, I can remember when I went there, that the pram, it is very light, isn't it?
It is.
You could pick it up like a feather.
To be honest, I don't want to disrespect the place, but the house is that old. It's not, it's an old house, and old houses move. The floorboards in that house are so they move, and it probably, the floor, one of the panels moved, unless you rip up the carpet. And you have a look at the wood that moved the pram. Rip it up, have a look at the wood, see if it moves when it get someone in there.
Okay.
Because that, I'm trying to debunk this, like the scenario. I mean, I wasn't there when the girl was pulled up the stairs by a demon. You know what I mean?
I bet Barry Ghai was. I bet he was around there somewhere.
Yeah. But what load of fucking trollop. And unless it actually physically happened, and you can see the floorboard flip up naturally. Go on, carry on.
You know what I reckon?
Go on.
I reckon the house is that popular, and it brings in that much money. Yeah, it would not surprise me, right, if Carol is under the stairs with a snooker cue, pushing the floorboard underneath the pram.
Keep the running noise down, Wilvie. Keep the running noise down, Wilvie.
With a walking stick, and then all of a sudden it flies down the bloody stairs.
Like him at the Simpsons below Rachel and Monica's flat.
A bit like O.J. Simpson in a Naked Gun. He goes down the stairs.
Well, like
Yeah,
when we
there you
went, when we went, we really got nothing, did we? We had a couple of spikes on. We had a couple of spikes on the K2 now, but like I say, that they mean we've learned now that really means jot all.
I did bring attachment back with me, John.
Yeah.
But anyway, more about your attachment next week.
I'll shoot the dick splat.
So nothing really happened, but like I say, it's like any place you go in, nothing can happen on 10 times you go, and it's just that one time you do go, you might get something. Now, I've watched the footage, and I've watched other people doing their own little videos and little spins and little debunks on it, and this, that, and the other. You know, like Beardo and Kenny Biddle and people like that. But I've watched the pram. The pram does move slightly, but there is a tripwire going down the stairs, which it lights up if there's any energy around it, kind of thing. Has that got any bearing on the pram? But you can't see that wire move, so it's not being pulled. The wire's not being pulled, because if you could see the wire being pulled, you'd see it be tight at the bottom.
Yeah, you would.
But when you went there, Jack, and when we went there, did the letterbox work, or was it like blocked in?
I don't know really, but
I don't think we ever tried it, did we? And like the back door, was that ever open? Did anybody ever go in the back?
no.
It's just the front door, and that was it, wasn't it?
Some kid kicks his ball over the garden, though, didn't they, Neil?
That now, Jack, didn't it?
Yeah, you was there. Yeah, I remember you saying you're not having your ball back.
Oh yeah,
It was, honestly.
Yeah. So anyway,
So other than that,
so the boys went out. They went for a curry, or went for something to eat and a pint, and they left the camera running. Left the trigger object, which is the pram, because it's famous for coming down the stairs.
No,
Obviously, it's come down the stairs when you was there, but unfortunately, you didn't capture it.
never happened when I was there. When we left the pram,
Yeah.
you heard noises, but you have to enhance them. You know, I mean, it could be anything. It could be somebody going next door, closing the door.
Anything can, yeah, because the pram's so light, the stairs are so old and creaky. You know, gravity, eventually, things kind of move real slowly without you actually seeing them.
Yeah.
Because it's moving that slowly through vibration.
Yeah.
That could have moved over time for all we know. We don't know. But
I've been there 3 or 4 times, and I've got to be honest, it's like my granddad's house in Penkridge.
Yeah.
It's like a typical council house. And, you know, yeah, there was the pram. That was an odd one. And then you're waiting there for ages for something to knock upstairs, and you hear a tap. It could be anything. So, yeah.
Thanks, Jack. So regarding the tripwire, I don't think it's nothing to do with the tripwire. I personally think that it just kind of moved with gravity, basically. And the only reason I say that, because, you know, people go on about poltergeist activity. People have put videos out there, more than like they're 100% fake, where there is poltergeist, where the drawers are being pulled, doors are being opened, cutlery's being thrown. I mean, don't get, there's possibly knives thrown around East Drive, according to Most Haunted. Now, if a poltergeist has got that energy and that force to open cupboard doors and slam doors, surely if there's a light pram, I mean light as a feather, at the top of them stairs, and there is such a thing as a poltergeist, and poltergeist can move things, surely it just wouldn't trickle down the stairs. It'd be launched down the stairs. Do you know what I mean? It'd fly down them stairs, not just roll down the stairs. Do you know what I'm getting at? If there was a thing as poltergeist activity, it would be launched down them stairs. Now, if that was launched, yeah, like a projectile, like sometimes people say the marbles are being thrown, yeah, and that pram was launched and not just tipped over and rolled down, different story. Because if there is a thing as poltergeist activity and the energy they can produce, apparently, surely that pram, that light as a feather pram, would have launched down the stairs, not just rolled. Just my opinion.
I agree with you.
So I would say more than likely it's gravity, which is still a good capture. No one can be 100% sure. I mean, the Ouija brothers have come out today and said, we're not saying it's paranormal. More than likely it is gravity. With fair play to them, because we know some teams, don't we, Neil, Jack, that would definitely 100% say, that's a spirit. That's a ghost. That's the black monk of East Drive, that is. That's what it is.
Isn't it?
And so, fair play to him for actually saying, you know.
I agree with you, John.
We didn't fake it. It's more than likely gravity, but it's a good capture anyway. You know, let's put a lid on it now because you know it's had enough airing. Don't you think for a pram to come down the stairs, which can happen with anything. Like I've had balls come down my stairs.
But you have
not them kind of balls, Neil. I'm on about like the dog's toys have come downstairs. You know. Yeah. Do you remember? This is a true story. My daughter had a hamster. It was called Frodo Baggins, and it was always in a ball, as you well know, Neil. You've had incidents with the hamsters in balls, haven't you? Yeah. So he was in the ball. All of a sudden, we've heard boing, 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 boing coming down the stairs. The fucking hamster had come out to Sophie's room. How I don't know because the door was shut, and rolled down the stairs, still in the ball. Yeah. How about that?
I remember that because I heard somebody go boom, 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 and I heard wee. The hamster loved it, John.
He absolutely loved it now.
We should have left the front door open.
I know we ain't seen him. We ain't seen him. No, we ain't seen him since. He's now on the animal version of Gladiators in that big ball. So there you go, Neil. So there you go, Neil. We're going to move on quickly. We've only got a couple of minutes left. We're going to go quickly into my favourite section. It's only a quick one tonight, people. Flick the bloody screen. Because I love movies. It's my favourite part of the show. I love horror movies especially. And I just want to quickly say something because I have got a new YouTube channel. It's called Flick the Screen. And I do kind of movie shit on there. And I've just put on a new video today. Basically, all I've done, I've put a little bit of talking on the front of the opening scene to The Lost Boys, Neil.
Yeah.
Because I was watching it the other day, full blast, and you know what? Gives me goosebumps every single time. As soon as it starts, you hear the little girl singing "Cry Little Sister," and then the camera pans across the sea, and then you see the Santa Carla boardwalk and the fun fair. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the Lost Boys laughing because they're flying, Neil. It's them flying.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's them flying. And then you can hear them in the background while Cry Little Sister, the 80s synth, the drum beats are there playing. Oh, my God. Just gives me goosebumps, Neil. Remember we watched it on the cinema?
Yep.
You could hear the pin drop when the film started, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
It was absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. It's iconic. 80s cool. The best original movie soundtrack, in my opinion. And what I mean by original, that all the tracks on there are virtually new tracks for the film. It's like you can put like soundtracks on movies, like Top Gun and all that, but they're all songs what people have done in the past.
Yeah.
Majority of the songs on the Lost Boys soundtrack were originally made for that film. Therefore, for me, it is probably the best original movie soundtrack, in my opinion. It's up there with Rocky 3.
Yeah.
Rocky 3, Neil, you know what I mean? Great soundtrack.
Bad Grace.
What about,
Yeah, Grease is a good soundtrack, but for me...
What about Exorcist?
It's not really, it's only got one song on it, Jack.
Oh.
Not really a soundtrack, is it? I've just bought the Exorcist soundtrack.
Oh.
We're listening to 3 hours.
Well, yeah,
fucking tubular bells over and over again.
I
Balex.
tell you what, there's some good tunes. What's his name? He did the Exorcist. What's his name again?
Mark Oldfield.
Mark Oldfield, that's his.
Yeah, but it's not a soundtrack, Jack. Well, I don't watch him dead.
No, it brings out the crucifix and everything.
Anyway, so yeah, Lost Boys, the opening scene. If anybody wants to go and check it out, the video will be dropping tonight. It's absolutely bloody fantastic. For me, it's in my top 5 films of all time, and probably in one of my top 3 of the 80s. The Lost Boys, the opening scene is absolutely bloody fantastic. Neil, what are your thoughts on that?
I totally agree with you, John. I absolutely love the Lost Boys. You know, I've got a tattoo on my leg.
Yes, yeah. You've got a tattoo on you, yeah.
You know,
in case you're lost.
But John, what I'm thinking of is you doing Flip the Screen. You know, always. I felt a bit left out.
Why?
So I think I'm going to do an 18 over 18 version and call it Flip the Bean.
And what is it going to be like, porn, Neil, by any chance?
No, baked beans, John.
Baked beans. So why is it over 18? You're going to do it with your fucking tallywhacker hanging out?
to load the town down.
You said it was going to be over 18s, Neil.
Yeah.
Stone, John.
Two baked beans and a chipolata. Oh, bachelors.
All right. Christ.
Anyway, talking of chipolatas, Neil. We got a big paranormal piss up coming up, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
It's going to be called the Avengers Booze Day. Who's going, Neil?
Well, there's Mark Babona.
Mark Babona, Mr. Freeze himself.
We've got Claire Glover.
Claire Glover, don't scare
and
Claire.
David.
And her husband, Dave.
We have got Lorian
The Piss Can Jones.
Kev of the Care.
And Kev Kerr Paranormal.
Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a Jolly Boys outing.
It's all right, just forget Wacko. Yeah,
Oh,
coming.
Jack, sorry.
I'm going to be there. Don't worry about it.
And my lovely wife's coming along as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's going to be a right Jolly Boys outing, eh?
Oh,
Yeah, so we're going to make a good video of the haunted houses, of the haunted pubs, of Worcester.
Oh, yeah. So,
That's what we're going to do. And we're going to have a jolly good time doing it.
yeah.
So on that bombshell there, people, I just want to say thanks for Jack for
Thank you very much.
being
Jack.
possessed by a DYBUKK
Well,
box.
That box is crazy, to be fair. It's,
To be fair, it's the first box you've opened for a while.
it is.
I'm surprised Neil they offered to open it.
Shut up, John.
Actually, probably turned him down.
Seriously. Sick of this sound.
Yeah, just want to say thank you for Jack for being possessed. Neil, thank you for spending £100 on a piece of shit.
What you on about?
That box.
What you on about? That meal I bought you?
The DYBUKK barn
Oh,
pot.
sorry.
So, anything else to add before we wrap up this episode?
No, I just want to say I'm a bit disappointed in the Grand National. You know what I mean? Phil Rocket won it. Unless your name's Phil, you got a big cock. You never have had that.
His name was Nick.
What about
It was Nick.
Oh, was it Nick?
No, when did you die back it?
Oh, Nick Rocket, sorry. Phil Rocket. Phil Rocket, where did that Phil from, John?
What about
I don't know.
Nick
Maybe,
Rocket.
maybe I mentioned Box and Phil. I don't know.
what about Creosote?
Oh, yeah.
Creosote events is one of.
Oh, I was brilliant.
Yeah. I started a new job last week as well.
Oh, here we go.
No, really, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call it temping bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you temping?
No permanent.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's enough.
Yeah.
Hey, where's that up, John?
So anyway, thanks for listening. Please share this podcast. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, and all that good stuff. So we've got a saying, and it goes something like this: to all you ghost catchers, you cryptid stalkers, and you alien twitchers, and you bloody horror junkies, if you are out investigating this or next weekend, do what we do. If you don't get no ghosts, do what we do. What do we do now?
We're drinking instead. And by the way, John, if you don't get no spirits, we're drinking instead.
Yeah,
Even he's forgot it.
that's what I said.
Big splat.
That's what I said.
Good hell.
Thanks for listening. Let's have some music to play us out.
From Magic Kingdom.